Hi guys, and welcome into today's episode of the EdTalks, I guess episode 7. And on this episode of the EdTalks, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of channels on YouTube, a whole genre that, in my opinion, shouldn't be a genre. Top 10 channels.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our
picks for the top 10 anime betrayals.
Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 channels. Please notice I didn't say the top 10 videos, because the top 10 videos as a concept is a really good concept. It's a great way to organize video, and a good thing in concept, but the interpretation of this concept on YouTube is most of the time absolutely horrible. You might not know this, but I had a channel before this one, on which I used to upload videos roasting top 10 videos in my native language, because I've got some serious grief against top 10 channels, and today I want to talk about some of the reasons of how this concept was pretty much destroyed by YouTube channels. For example, WatchMojo. I guess we can start by talking about WatchMojo, because I'm going to use them as an example for different stuff for pretty much the entirety of this video. Now, if you somehow don't know what WatchMojo is, it's a channel that gathers fame by just making top 10 lists, uploading 5 to 6 videos daily, and whoring out women in the thumbnail. That pretty much describes what they are. They make from 5 to 6 videos a day, and they probably say it even in their channel banner, 5 to 6 daily videos. Their videos are pretty much identical to one another. They're just lists of stuff. Now, if you want to hear someone criticizing the bland mess that WatchMojo is, I think it's been done to death already, and I highly recommend you to go watch heyy's video on it. It's a really good video, but anyways, that's enough of WatchMojo for now. For now, I would like to address the clickbait that top 10 videos possess. Clickbait isn't a new thing on YouTube. Many people use it, some people have limits, some people definitely don't. Now, the problem with top 10 videos is that top 10 list is just a list, quite literally, just a list read out loud. Now, what you can do with a list like this is, you can put people in the titles of their videos that are on the list, and you might say, well, that isn't at all a problem. Whenever you make a video on something, you can say what you're talking about. Right now, you might be thinking that I sound like a total hypocrite, but my problem isn't just with the titles, it's within context of what these videos usually are. When you look at the state of originality, top 10 videos lack it completely. They are just lists of videos. Now, some people are able to work with this format and do stuff that is actually funny and entertaining to watch, like Matthew Santoro, for example, and it's actually the only example I can think of right now. On the total opposite of the spectrum, we've got channels like Looper, a channel that you've most likely heard about. It's a channel making similar content to WatchMojo, just bland top 10s with zero entertainment value, trying to feed on whatever trend is going on, as you can see when you just take a look at their channel. And this is the clickbait I'm talking about. They make several videos a day and prey on their titles to get them the views, and their mediocrity to help them stay away from hate. And that's what I hate about them, probably the most. Top 10 videos are most of the time incredibly mediocre. I think you know what I mean. They are just pretty well produced most of the time, but the voice actors seem to be no way interested in what they are saying, and add no interesting humor, commentary, or emotion in their narration, and the subject itself most of the time isn't something that interesting. You can take WatchMojo as a perfect example of this. Now, there are these top 10 videos that try to capitalize on YouTubers. They make a list of YouTubers. Now, there was this one video that just won't fuck off from my recommended, even though it was made more than a year ago. 10 YouTubers who killed their career in seconds. Let's have a look at this video, shall we? This video has a couple flaws in research and in stuff. And it's absolutely horrible, the flaws, okay? Like, you've got Basherverse, like, let's not say anything about the fact that Basherverse threatened to kill himself on camera, right? Let's not say any of that. Let's just ignore that. Fully ignore that. Also, you've got flaws like this in the entire video, like, you've got, I don't really know some of the channels they are mentioning, like, you've got Fred. They don't mention anything about him selling his channel, because that is what happened, actually. It's very easy to research. Also, and after they go through 8 people, they are just on 2 people who didn't kill their career in seconds, because they don't have 10 minutes yet, I guess. Now, the thing about this video, you might right now ask yourself, why do your eyes hurt? That is because I've been showing you the video for the entirety of me talking, And yeah, they do use the same footage over and over again, the same 5-second clips over and over again. It's absolutely horrible. Like, how do you make this bad visuals? My eyes hurt while watching it. Jesus fucking Christ. And this video is absolutely horrible. It has all the flaws a top 10 video can have. It's clickbaity, it's uninteresting, and it shows a lack of research and laziness videos like these often possess. Now, this is definitely just a showcase of laziness and lack of research, but I do believe that top 10 channels sometimes warp their content just so they can pander to their audiences. It's probably the only way to explain a video called 20 Facts You Didn't Know About Rice Gum. This video is most of the time just this not interesting shit about rice gum. It sounds like one of those school presentations when you have to tell something to your school, you have to make a project that you're not interested in, your class is not interested in, but you just have to make it. And at the end of the day, everybody has to see it, but nobody gives two fucks about it. And you might say, Edward, you're just being mean to people who make projects. No, I'm not. I go to school as well. Yeah, I have to make projects like this as well. They're probably even worse than top 10 videos. Believe me. My projects are fucking horrific and I hate making them. I'm not being mean. I feel for you. But anyways, I went kind of away from my original point. The point I was trying to make was... how could I say this?
He has an incredible fashion sense of humor, and he seems really smart.
And this.
He seems to excel at everything else he does.
And this.
iDubbbz called Rice out on his channel. This, of course, led Rice Gum to do what he does best, and he dropped a diss track. After that, the verdict was out for who won the battle, and in the court of public opinion, Rice Gum came out on top.
They are not trying to pander. It's impossible. If you've seen at least the like and dislike ratio on Freaked Up Police, you can clearly see who won. And this is definitely pandering, and it also kind of plays into the clickbait they do, because you know that this video is going to be viewed mostly by Rice Gum fans. And to be honest, they talk really well about Rice Gum, and they do that pretty well. I believe that the chick who was narrating this would probably suck off Rice Gum if she could, just to keep positive like to dislike ratio. And the like to dislike ratio still isn't very good. Now, I think I've explained my problems with top 10 channels pretty well in this episode, so now we're going to summarize this for a bit. Now, probably my biggest problem with the top 10 channel is this, that most of the time there is no passion in making these videos whatsoever. And you can see it in the mediocrity of the content. The content is so average that I don't think that anybody who makes it wanted it to ever be something more than average. And that is really sad because you've got all these people who just love to make videos. But then you've got channels like Looper or WatchMojo purposely just bombarding you with mediocre content, hoping that you'll click on it, just to find out that it's not interesting enough for you to do anything more with it than put it in the background of your computer. And this content will never fall off, by the way. It's not like gaming or vlogging or any genre that once was popular and now is falling off. This one genre will stay forever. Because if you can, on every occasion, clickbait the popular topics and make mediocre videos 5 to 6 times a day, which are always the fucking same, you're always fine, because there are always new people tuning into the market, and you'll get into their recommended, and you will, indeed, survive.